My name is Laura, I'm 28 years old, and I'm the proud mother of three wonderful daughters, Maya, Layla, and Anna. They are my entire world. My love for them is beyond words. Life hasn't been kind to me. I lost my mother when I was still a child, and years later, my husband abandoned us when our youngest, Anna, was just a baby. He left quietly, never checked in, never offered help. Not a single call or penny. Since then, I've been doing everything on my own, raising my girls without any support from family. We live in a small apartment in Willowbrook. Every month is a struggle to make rent. I don't have a degree, I don't have a well-paying job, and choices are limited, but I'm resilient. I refuse to give up. I work as a cleaner, not for any company or agency. Each month I search for places, homes, offices, where I can offer my services. I bring my own cleaning supplies, scrubbing floors, wiping bathrooms, taking out trash. Some clients are respectful, others treat me badly. Sometimes I don't even get paid. But I keep going because I have to. I need money for rent, for food, for my daughter's clothes and school supplies. I work when I'm sick, when I'm exhausted, even when I want to fall apart. At night, I watch my girls as they sleep. Their faces are peaceful, their hands so small. I kiss their cheeks, whisper how much I love them, and promise to give them a life better than mine. Even when things feel impossible, I keep that promise in my heart. One freezing evening, we were walking home after I finished a late job. The sky was black, rain poured down, and the sidewalks were slick with ice. Maya clutched my hand. Layla and Anna walked close behind. "Mama, I'm cold," little Anna said, her tiny voice trembling. I wrapped my scarf around her shoulders and held her closer. The street was empty and dimly lit. My hands shook from cold and fear. And then, suddenly, a blinding light, a deafening crash, and searing pain. When I opened my eyes, I was staring at a white ceiling. Machines beeped around me. The smell of antiseptic filled the air. I realized I was in a hospital. My body ached, my head throbbed, my limbs felt heavy. Then I remembered the accident. My daughters. I tried to speak their names, my voice dry and raspy. A nurse approached and gently touched my hand. "They're safe," she said softly. Relief overwhelmed me. Tears filled my eyes. Moments later, my girls rushed into the room. "Mama," they cried. They hugged me, kissed me, clung to me. I wept as I held them close. Then the doctor came in. His expression was serious. He explained that my leg was broken and I would need surgery and a long recovery. Panic set in. I couldn't afford time off. I had bills, responsibilities. But he told me firmly, I needed to rest. And things only got worse. The cleaning equipment I had borrowed was destroyed in the accident, and I had fallen against a luxury store's front display, causing damage. The store owner demanded $20,000. I had nothing. I was physically broken, financially ruined, and emotionally overwhelmed. I buried my face in my hands and cried while my daughters tried to comfort me. I felt like I had hit the end of the road. Then something incredible happened. My story somehow spread online. People saw photos of my daughters, read about our life, and many were moved. Strangers from across the country sent messages and donations. Their kindness left me speechless. One day, I received a phone call. A calm voice said, "I heard what happened. I want to help." I was confused, unsure if I could trust him. "You'll see soon," he replied. 2 days later, visitors arrived at the hospital. They brought flowers, warm clothes for my girls, and kind words. Then a young man entered. He had warm eyes and a gentle smile. He sat beside me. "You don't know me," he said, "but I know about you." I asked him why he was helping. He simply said, "Because I can." I began to cry, unsure how to respond. He said nothing more, just held my hand. Days later, he and his team paid all my hospital bills. But that was only the beginning. One afternoon, they took me and my daughters to see a house. A beautiful home, larger than anything I'd ever lived in. "It's yours," they said. I couldn't believe it. "For me?" I whispered. "Yes," they replied. "This is your home now. No more rent." I collapsed to the ground, overcome with emotion. My daughters hugged me tightly, tears streaming down their faces. I kept repeating, "Is this real?" And they kept telling me, Yes. It's real. Later, the young man asked, "What is your biggest dream?" I wiped my eyes and said, "I've always wanted to open a bakery." He smiled and said, "Then let's make that dream come true." And we did. A few months later, I opened the doors to my very own bakery. The smell of fresh bread and pastries filled the air, and customers smiled as they walked in. I was no longer just a cleaner struggling to survive. I was a business owner, a provider, a proud mother. I was finally happy. That young man changed everything. He showed me that kind people still exist, that miracles can happen, even when you least expect them. I started with nothing. Now I have a warm home, meaningful work, and most importantly, joy with my children. To everyone who has followed my journey, your support means more than words can say. I hope my story touched your heart. No matter how hard life gets, hold on to hope, believe in kindness, and never stop dreaming of a brighter tomorrow.